Bullshit. Today I want to talk about something a little interesting that's been going on. I'm sure you guys have heard all over the internet, but David, the singer David. Now, I didn't really want to make a video in this because everybody and their mom has been making a video about it, but I think this is the one time where we really should share this kind of story. As you guys know, David, singer, he was previously arrested a couple months ago on the murder charge of Celeste Rivas, I think is her last name, or something like that. But yeah, basically, long story short, he was connected to her. They found her dead body in a car, chopped up. Car was registered to him. Supposed to get towed, it didn't. So, and now he's, now he's in big trouble. Really, my biggest issue with the case so far is a lot of people are spreading like a lot of misinformation about like this and this and that, which I don't like. But so far, from what I understand and what is true is basically that this guy, right, who's like 18 or 17 at the time, by the way, I think, or was like 16, was talking to Celeste when she was already like 9. She was 11. 11.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy!
11-year-old talking to a 17, 18-year-old. That's a problem. that's a really big problem. That is a 7th grader talking to a damn near high school graduate. Now, really my biggest problem with this whole thing is the parents. I personally think, like, even if, because a lot of people are like, oh, but she was constantly running away, or she was this and that. Okay, but why? Why is she running away?
Why?
You know what I mean? Like,
Why? Why?
How can you fail to keep an eye on your child to a point where she's running away at a constant basis? Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, something about the parents, man. Like, even that apparently that even she knew or the parents knew. I mean, I don't know if that's the case, but I mean, come on, dude. Like, your whole ass daughter who's like 11 years old, in no realm should be talking to somebody who's like damn near double her age. Like, that just should not be happening, you know? So, I think it's unfortunate because, this is a situation where, like, I don't know, man. Like, it's unfortunate. Like, because she's just a kid, bro. Like, she was literally 11 years old, and this is what she's dealing with. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It just doesn't sit right with me at all. The parents, I don't know where the parents are at. Bro, if my daughter is 11 years old and she's constantly running away from the house, something's gotta change, you feel me? Like, there's no way that these parents just assume, like, oh yeah, this is a fine relationship. No, sir. And then apparently that, I mean, I don't know if this is 100% true, but as far as I'm concerned, that apparently he was paying them off or something like that to have her or something. So, I mean, as far as I know, because there's a lot of information, like, I'm not trying to, like, give false information, but there's just a lot of information regarding this case, and some of it's true, some of it's not true. Like, at first, one thing that I thought was kind of weird is a lot of people were saying that she was pregnant at the time, which was kind of true. She wasn't pregnant when she was killed, but she was pregnant when, actually prior, which is another thing that I found really disturbing.
Victory!
That prosecutors were stating that, he had sex with her over like 6 times a day, something like that. I was like, dude, 6 times a day with an underage girl? Like, bro, 6 times a day is fucking insane. And she had his baby at one point, or could have had a baby at one point. Like, that shit's wild. There is no reason that a grown-ass man should be okay, buddy. Shout out For Honor. See, even For Honor's upset, dude. I would be pissed. Like, bro, as a father, like, how can you sit there and just, like, hear the court just be like, yeah, your daughter was getting fucked 6 times a day by a man that was way older than her, and your daughter's underage. Like, that's brutal, dude. That's gotta be just heartbreaking. And apparently, like, in the hearings and stuff, he's been real calm. He's been real, like, he's been chilling, It's like another day in the office for him. And I'm like, dude, what? I mean, I'm not saying that he's guilty yet because, I mean, the verdict hasn't come out. But there's a lot of evidence against him that it's just not looking too hot for him. They've already found, like, pictures and videos of them together. you know, uncovered. You know what I mean? So a lot of cheese pizza there. I think there was more videos of other stuff that they were doing. I don't want to get into that. But yeah, then apparently he was making songs about her, and he even used like one of her voicemails in the chat or like in his song or something like that in the beginning. And I don't know, like and then apparently he tweeted Decay after like a year ago or a year later after he killed her, or a couple weeks after he killed her or something like that. And I was like, dude, like this dude is not the Riddler, bro. Like what is this guy doing, bro? It was really bad, like really really bad. Cause it's like, bro, this girl is literally like, she's 11 years old, like 11 years old. Now, look, there was a moment where it was like, okay, it's not entirely his fault, because in the beginning of the relationship, so apparently the only reason that they even got together is because she told him that she was of age at the time or something like that, right? So she lied about her age in the beginning, which is fine, because, you know, in the end, nothing should have happened, right? And if anything did happen, he has that as his defense, right? But he was going out with her, he was, you know, doing stuff with her. Like, at that point, there's no way you didn't know her age. You know what I mean? So it's like, at first, it's like, okay, you know, whatever. You didn't know, she lied to you about it. It's okay. Right, but even after he found out, like, it almost seemed like he was glad that, like, oh, you're not the age you said you were, you're younger? All right, bet. Like, bro, like, why? Just why, though? Like, bro, it's crazy to me. Like, it's so crazy to me. And there's people that are, like, actually, like, defending this dude. Like, oh, separate the art from the, like, or what is it, separate the art from the musician or something like that? Like, bro. Like, that's the reason why people get away with shit, bro. Like, it's crazy, bro. It's actually crazy. So, I mean, there's a pretty good chance that David will be facing charges. But, I mean, there's a lot of evidence against him, right? But they need, like, enough clear cut for him to actually be arrested. Which is great. I mean, you know, you'd rather get a clear case and not just, you know, something that, hold on, I'm getting distracted here. You know, you want something solid, right? You want to ensure that you're gonna get this guy arrested. So, you know, in case people are wondering, like, why they usually take a while in these kind of cases, it's to ensure that, you know, David actually faces charges for what he's done. Because, you know, if they just go off, you know, because the jury can be like, well, there's not enough evidence, and then they just let him go. One thing about America here is, like, we have this thing called double jeopardy, which is basically like a right of people. Like, you cannot be charged, or not, you can't go to trial twice, basically. You know, you have to be, I forgot what it's called, but you basically just, you can't be charged twice, right? They can't get you twice for the same crime, especially if the first time you were already convicted and not guilty, which is usually what happens sometimes. Like that was the reason, like, OJ couldn't really get charged, was because you know, he already had double jeopardy, right? So they couldn't really, quote unquote, arrest him again or charge him again because he was already charged not guilty the first time. So you know, a lot of people were like, bro, the internet figured it out before. Shut the hell up. Like, you guys didn't know a damn thing. Like, now that all the evidence is out, well, yeah, of course you can be like, oh, yeah, I totally did it, right? But, I mean, before that, nobody knew a fucking thing. So, but yeah, man, I mean, it's unfortunate, dude. I feel like this case is just a lot of what happens when you just do not pay attention to your child, or just, when you let your child just be on the internet too much. Like, I feel like, if anything, this should be like a big thing for parents, man. Like, you know, please keep an eye on your children, dude, because, you know, she might end up in some situation where she's with somebody that she shouldn't be, and, you know, the pictures were bad, bro. I mean, I'll show you some of the pictures. They're not real pictures, by the way, but, like, more or less how they found her. It's disturbing, dude. Like, they found her in fucking pieces, and just her arms, like, and not only, okay, like, I would argue the way she was murdered is way worse than, you know, what they were even, like, trying to insinuate there. Like, it was just, I don't know, man. Like, that stuff is crazy, dog. Like, it was so disturbing just to, like, bro, it's just so bad, dude. Like, it's almost just, it's heartbreaking. Like, actually heartbreaking. Like, the way she was just chopped up, it was like, bro, like, how could you do that to somebody? You know, this girl is literally, like, she's literally, like, 14 years old. This is a middle schooler we're talking about here. Like, there was just absolutely no reason that she should have anywhere been in that situation, you know? So, I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, I hope David, you know, does get charged here. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I find a chopped up girl in your car is just, I mean, there's no way that's normal, you know. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I hope that, you know, everything gets resolved and, you know, they come to a conclusion. But I mean, trials like these usually take a while. You know, they can take up to a couple of years before you know, any type of verdict is really done. So I mean, I hope soon they, you know, we get to see what kind of goes down. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know. One thing I did think was interesting was, like, I don't know, the way he killed her. It's kind of gruesome because, like, you would think it sounds like more than one person, you know, which if it's not I mean, that's kind of crazy, but I mean, it really seems like, you know, like, I don't know, just the brutality of it really makes it seem like, you know, hey, like, there was at least, you know, another person in this. But I don't know, man, like. So, I mean, I hope David does get punished if he is the one behind this crime, you know. I don't want to say that he's the full criminal yet, but I mean, there's a lot of evidence gearing towards him and stuff like that. So, if anything, this whole case should be a lesson to people. Like, please watch over your children. Like, I don't care if you don't have the time or anything. Like, you need to monitor, especially when it comes to the internet. You as a parent need to monitor what your children are doing at all times. Like, all times. Because, dude, I mean, it's too many times, man. Too many times where people just end up dying or something end up going wrong because it's just it's too many. It's too many, man. Too many lives have been lost because people just do not care, you know. And that's just, you know, you don't want to live with that guilt that, you know, you didn't watch your child enough. Like, that's just, I don't know. But, you know, I hope this case, again, has just been a lesson to people. Like, you know, watch over your children, you know, if you have any, or just, you know, any for future reference. Like, just keep an eye on your kids, you know. I would be really pissed off if my daughter gets killed by some fucking weirdo who's like double her age because he's just some horny weirdo that just doesn't, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It makes my blood boil. I'm not gonna lie. It was such a heartbreaking thing to hear. Like, especially chopping her up. Like, he didn't even give her the courtesy to, like, I guess be killed in passion or something. Like, he had to chop her up into pieces. Like, and the fact that he could have gotten away with it too, I think is just even the worst part about it. Like, I feel like he's in this mentality right now where he's like, I would have gotten away with it, or I might get away with it. Like, no, bro. Like, if they have enough evidence against you, your ass is going to prison for the rest of your life. Like, so, I mean, I hope he gets, you know, like, I hope he gets what he deserves if he was the one responsible. So, but yeah, man, that's all I really wanted to talk about today. So again, lesson to everybody: please watch over your children. You do not want your child to end up in a situation where they are dead. You know what I mean? That's the worst case scenario. Worst case scenario. So. You know, I don't know. Let me know what y'all think about this case. I think so far it's been pretty bad. I think it's just, you know, it's like every day we listen to it, it just gets worse and worse. And it's like, yeah, I didn't think the case could get worse, but it got a lot worse, you know, especially with them counting how many times they were just with each other and doing stuff. And he even has videos of it. Like, that's not right, bro. That is not right at all. So, yeah, man, I mean, let me know what y'all think. I mean, do you think he's guilty, innocent? I mean, you know, I want to see if there's people that actually defend him and what their reasoning is. I would love to see it. But Yeah, man. Again, this is a reminder, man. Keep an eye on your children. Watch everything that they do. You know, they're just kids. They don't know any better. This girl didn't know any better, right? She was 11 years old. Yes, she lied about her age. You know, maybe, have a talk with her, but she doesn't deserve to be dead. She doesn't deserve to be chopped up, dead, groomed by some weirdo who can sing. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, they're making songs about her. Like, bro, to think that most of the music we were listening to was literally a reference to a 13 to 12-year-old girl that he was fucking on the daily. Like, I don't know. That doesn't sit right with me, bro. Like, so if you want to join the cause, dude, get his music off your playlist, like, right now. There is no separate the art from the artist. Like, no. Like, this dude was, every song that he made was about this girl at one point. So just everybody do a favor, delete his music off your playlist, like, now. There's already, I mean, I think even long before this case got as far as it did, there was already, I think it was a couple artists had already deleted their their features with it, which rightfully so. I think even if he comes out innocent and all this, like, you see, the thing is David is screwed. Like, whether he killed her or he didn't, which I don't know how, but, by some miracle that it was a random group of people who found her, killed her, and chopped her up and tried to plant it on David. Either way, he's screwed, because they've already confirmed that he was already with her prior to her death, and then that they were already engaging in sexual activity before she died, when she was severely underage. So, that in itself is already a huge problem, right? And especially because they have already confirmed that she was having abortions with his kids, which is insane. Very disgusting. It's just disgusting. But even if he is able to escape the murder charges, he will be facing charges. He will have to register as a sex offender. His life is done, which is why I don't understand why he's all calm, because it's like he's acting like, okay, if I get away with the murder, like, it's fine. Like, honestly, that's the least of his concern. You know what I mean? Like, if he doesn't get convicted of murder, he has a mile of charges. Like, if anything, if he does get convicted of murder, probably the rest of the charges will be dropped and he'll just be in prison for the rest of the time being. But if he doesn't get arrested for murder and they can't pin it against him, they're still going to charge him for other things. And rightfully so. You know what I mean? They have mountains of evidence that he was involved, mountains of evidence that he was, having intercourse with her when she was underage and he was well over age. Even having her getting abortions and stuff like that and all that other stuff, and the videos, and him having basically cheese pizza on his phone as well. That's a problem. So no matter what happens, if it brings you guys some comfort, no matter what happens in this case, no matter if he does or does not get convicted, he will be charged at some point. He will be arrested for these charges. I mean, that's the only thing that really happens. If anything, they might make him take a plea deal, and he'll face those charges. Because I mean, reality, he's serving a lot of charges, a lot of very, very bad charges that I don't think you can really recover from. So, and I hope this is a lesson to everybody. Like, if a girl lies to you about her age, as long as nothing has happened and as long as you guys haven't done anything as far as they did, you will be fine, right? Because then, police and everything can see, okay, you were lied to, yada yada. The problem is he kept going, and it was like, bro, you had a case at one point, and then he just completely threw it away. Like, he just thought, like, okay, whatever. Like, and I believe, or one of the main leading reasons they believe he killed her in the first place was because she was threatening to expose the relationship that they had, because apparently he was cheating on her or something like that, or something like that. So I was like, bro, like, you've built such a great career for yourself. You put yourself in the right path. You put your family on the limelight where they have an opportunity to be comfortable for the rest of your life, and you throw it all away because you wanted to date some underage girl. Like, you had everything. You had it all. You could get any woman you wanted, and that's who you chose. I mean, I know it was before his fame and stuff, but dude, like, you're not even thinking about the future, You're not thinking about how this is going to affect you later in life. Like, even if anybody was to pull this evidence against you, you could be like, oh, okay, she lied to me about her age. You would have been chilling. But you were having, basically kids with her. Like you were just,
Round
it's
one.
it's disturbing. It's disturbing. I just can't. So again, last reminder. Let this be a reminder. Take care of your kids or your future kids. If you plan to have kids, it is your responsibility as an adult to make sure that they are safe, that they are okay. Okay? I'm not for like the super strict, you know, they have to follow the rules, everything. Like, you know, if you want to let them loose, you can. But, you know, when it comes to like the internet or who they're meeting, like sometimes I would rather be the strict parent and them be alive tomorrow than be the cool parent and they're dead the next day. That is just not something that I'm personally willing to live with, because as a parent, the last thing you want to do is, you know, bury your child, right? Burying your child is just the worst thing that can possibly happen to a parent, and it's just a shame. It's a shame. It really is, you know, like such a young soul taken away so early in life because of some weirdo, you know. So it's just the fuck. My boy. Bro, I'm still not healing. Damn it, dude. All right, but anyway, I mean that's it for me, guys. You know, again, let me know in the comments what y'all think about this case so far. So far, I think it's definitely one of the worst cases we've seen in a while. So, you know, again, just keep an eye on the people, man. Keep an eye on the people that you care about. Keep an eye on the people that you know you love, because you know you don't want to lose them, right? So,
I will not let
all right.
you down.
Anyway, that's it for me, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and you know, I'll see you in the next bullshit.